Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's early in the morning. Oh, it's probably looking a little dark right here, right now. I should probably turn the lights a little bit, but right now, I'm just I'm just trying to recalibrate. Okay, I'm really trying to recalibrate. I am. Okay, and I try to tell people, you know, like certain things is really just not for me. But I'm not the type of person to just, walk away. I don't walk away from anything in life. I really don't. Rarely do. Sometimes we have to. Sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes you just you just feel a little bit, out of place in this world where it's filled with chaos. You know? I don't know about y'all, but it's filled with chaos. And it's early in the morning right now. Early. Let's see, what time is it? 5:45. I had to get out of my bed and come back to you guys. Because I swear this is the only place I'm feeling safe right now. And I hope you accept it because I cannot. No. What is that? I had to eat first. Good morning, everyone. Hey, you're just getting into this live. Today we're going to be talking about chaos and how boring it is to be super chill and, enjoy looking at birds and quietness. It's boring to people. So, hold on one second, guys. It's just it's just the way, I guess, I could tell you this right now. Everything isn't for everybody. And that's okay. That's fine. But it's just not for everybody. Excuse me. Man. What a day. All right. What a day. I went outside yesterday. I'm going to tell you guys that right now. I went outside yesterday. I'm going to tell you, it's not all it's cracked up to be. And I generally don't really like to do too much of anything for no reason, totally reserve my energy. But I found myself doing way too much. I found myself overextending myself. And it started to kind of stress me out, And it's like you don't really notice it until you have a moment, moment to think about it, You have to take a moment and think about it. Okay? So let me just ask you guys a question, all right? And just be honest, okay? Why is it that when life finally gets calm, bills paid, nobody bothering you, no drama, you start feeling uncomfortable. Everywhere's uncomfortable to you. Going to the store, it probably used to be wild. Now it's it's uncomfortable. A lot of people are used to chaos. Think about it. Why are you checking your phone like that? Is something wrong? There's nothing wrong. It's too quiet. People, no one's calling you, and they have to pick up their phone and check their phone. Keep checking it. Nobody calling. It's nice and quiet. I'm going to tell you right now, if your phone ringing off the hook and you don't like it, you could change your number. And don't forget about call forwarding. I'm like so disgusted with chaos. I'm so disgusted with chaos right now. And peace is not boring. You're just not used to it. Let me tell you guys. Somebody complaining all the time can really affect your mind. Always complaining, just complaining, and it could rewire your brain to even think like them. I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm bored. And then you start feeling, am I bored? Am I bored? I was enjoying this and smiling, but now I have to think, am I really enjoying myself? Are you really having fun? Some people don't feel alive unless something's going wrong. Let me tell you guys. Think about this. Okay? What's that? Let's be some honey. Listen, guys, think about this. Okay? Some people don't feel alive, right? Now, you ever meet someone where every day it's a new crisis going on? Monday, I'm done with him. Tuesday, we working it out. And then Wednesday, he blocked me. Thursday, we back together. At this point, you the problem. You. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a friend who said she was tired of drama, but her phone stayed on 2%. Make it make sense. Because she was always in somebody's business, gossiping, talking, collecting information. Everybody's friend, huh? Like, girl, your battery dying the same way your piece is, okay? Slow it down. Let me tell you why. People be like, oh, acting weird. Look at acting weird. Let me tell you why peace looks weird, okay? Why peace, like, it really can help you, all right? Peace is boring to people who grew up in chaos. Okay? If you didn't grow up in chaos, congratulations. Everybody else that grew up differently. Everybody grew up in different situations, different dynamics. Some of them had 5, 10, 15 people staying in their homes. Some of them just had 2. Some of them had 5, 10, 15 people, but it was structured and organized. Some of them had 2 people that was wild and crazy and argued every night. And some people grew up in silence. No one. You can still have chaos in all of those situations, I'll tell you this, if you're used to yelling, arguing, stress, calm feels so suspicious. It's one gift that we seem to be taking for granted. Like right now, it's early in the morning and you can hear the birds chirping. The birds just woke up. This is the time to open your window and listen to the birds chirping and nature. There's no cars honking. See, I'm in the big city. This is a very peaceful moment. Dawn is quiet. The world's asleep. The birds is chirping. It's beautiful. It's nature. But to some people, that would be boring. It would. And I tell you right now, if you're one of those people that you're used to chaos, I want you to start trying to listen to nature, okay? There's many like little videos, nature videos, where you can just listen to the birds chirping, the ocean wave, or download rainymood.com. Get used to peace. Watch shows about places where people have peace. Start thinking about that, So you have to rewire your brain. No matter what we all been through in life, we have to rewire our brains, okay? All right. You ever just sat in silence? Just sit there, right? And your brain starts bringing up stuff from 2009. Like your brain is telling you about something that happened in 93. Like, why am I remembering something embarrassing from middle school right now? Why? That's because your mind finally got space. We have that peace. You ever notice when people sit around and quiet, they start reminiscing? Some of y'all don't need all this drama. Y'all don't. You just need a nap. You do. You need a nap. And some water, too. Water. Okay? Now, when you do have that peace, so easy to fall from grace. I swear. It's kind of like when people be addicted to, addicted to smoking cigarettes, and then they go outside and see someone enjoying a cigarette, and they make it just look like it's the best thing in the world. And you know what it is. You know that you don't want that cigarette. But they just sit there like, oh, it's wonderful. You're like, damn it, shit. Give me a cigarette, Carl. Let me take one of those cigarettes. Now look, let's talk about it, all right? The bad influence. Okay? The bad influence energy. What kind of person is that? It's a person that's like, I wish I could drink, or I wish I could go out. Oh, what else they gonna say? Oh, I wish somebody would want to fight me. Oh, I'll beat them up. All this stuff. They like to be like, oh, and they be like, oh, I'm bored. This is boring. What are you doing? What's going on? This is lame. Everything is boring. They be like, oh, I wish I was at the zoo. I wish I was at the museum, that place, and whatever. They'll just random things, just random. Oh, I want to go here. I want to go there. I want to go shopping. I want to go, and then it's like chaos everywhere. Chaos. They want to talk about all types of things. They want to go everywhere. Everything must all happen at once. You ever meet a person that feels like when they arrive somewhere, they want it to all be going on? Oh, I wish I had it like that. It sounds very fancy. It sounds like when you pull up to Atlantic City. But in real life, we don't live in Atlantic City. We live in New York. And it's quite lit in New York. But it's the type of thing, when you have peace, you want it to gracefully happen. Opportunities, entertainment. You want it to gracefully happen. Unless you if you really need to be so busy, go get you a ticket to a Broadway show. Guarantee you, as soon as you open the door, it's going to be like, boop, boop, boop. Oh, hey, everybody. Good morning, it's showtime. And today we're going to have an amazing show. If you look over here, we have elephants. And over here, we have a zoo. And we're going to combine them all and do a magician experiment. Everybody, come closer. Come closer. Whew. But in real life, Every day's not like that. Those days are chill. And I started to enjoy having a little peace. Like, like when you go to when when it's like a holiday and you're like going out, like even when I go to the parade and stuff, why I just start looking for the most chill spot where it's quiet. Like when certain parades I go down to the end where it's like it's not like it's quiet, but like it's calmer. Like I'll be at a parade and it's like 15 different songs playing. The band's playing their song, the float's playing their song, this dude's playing his song, and that lady's booming over there, and I can still hear it from down the hill. I can hear more music being played, And like some people, they just thrive in chaos. Like to each its own. It's not for everybody, though. Trust and believe. If you feel uncomfortable in it, then that's okay. A lot of people don't like chaos, and you'll probably think like, well, there's no chaos. No, there is. There's people that like they can't even go to a family gathering because to them, being around a big giant group of people is chaos. Okay? Let me tell you. People don't tell you, oh, skip the peace. Let's go fight. Skip the peace. Let's go steal from this store. Skip all that peace. Let's go on the roof. Jump up and down, see what happens. They don't do that. They don't. They just make it feel like it's just lame. Like, why? What are you doing? You're doing nothing? Hello? Where are you? You're at the library? Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, really, once you know what you want to do in life and you start to be organized and you start to plan your day for everything that you do in your day, structure looks boring. And we talked about that. So, and if this is like interesting to you, check out my course, Rot Maxing. Because peace looks boring. I'm telling you, your body is feeling good. You just have to rewire your brain to embrace it. I was minding my business one day, feeling good, saving money. And somebody hit me with, you don't go out no more. You changed. Changed? My dear, I've simply upgraded. Changed what? And keep this in mind, people. Your silence is annoying to people. You are bothering people. People want to know what you do all day. They don't understand how you can just disappear and be okay with that. You should be a part of this gossip, this fighting. They want you to be a part of the drama, the circus. Well, let me tell you something. The circus is not a fun place to be. It's not. You don't want to be in the circus. Remember that. Right? Not my monkey, not my zoo. Like that. That's how you got to do it. Because just like that, you'll be in chaos and you'll remember, and it'll be dark. You'll feel like you're just sunken down deep into the devil's lair and you're trying to climb yourself right back up where you can find a little bit of grace. Okay? So people don't like your peace because it reminds them that they don't have it. They don't want peace. Why would they? They, like we just said, like they didn't grow up in in peace. They grew up in chaos. They thrive in chaos, okay? So here's what they do. They'll invite you back to chaos. They'll invite you back to whatever you let go. They'll invite you back to it. Each and every one of the people in your life. Excuse me. I don't care if, let's put it like this. Say you was a party animal. You went to all the parties, right? You went to all the shows, right? You got into all the fights, drank, parties, smoke, loot, steal, rob, everything. This is what people will do. And they might come from different directions. One person will influence you to start smoking cigarettes again. Here, have a cigarette. The other person would be like, "Oh, let's go steal. Look, it's just sitting there. Let's go be bandits or something." The other person be like, "Let's fight this person." They'll be like, "Oh," another person be like, "Can I tell you some gossip?" And then another person be like, "Oh, I'm just gonna send this to you. What do you think?" Start asking your opinion about some violence and stuff like that. Next thing you know, it's all of this negativity coming towards you. They feel like you miss it. Here, take it, take this. You know, they want you to feel like them. They want you to see that your peace, it's unhealthy. How are you thriving in peace? That's weird. Maybe chaos is weird. To each its own, I say. You know? They'll be like, "Come outside. Come outside. Why you never come outside anymore?" You know? It's not that serious. Whatever happened, whatever we said, we didn't mean it. It's not that serious. We all the same. Come outside. Come outside. Hell no. Hell no. Because you go outside and it's back to the same crap. Back to the same drama. Back to the same gossip. Back to the same war. Back to the same envy and jealousy that people will not own. No. No, thank you. I don't think so. I would not recommend it. No. Because next thing you know, you're stressed, you're broke, and you're tired. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I am so tired. I'm tired of all the chaos, the drama, the gossip, the small minds. I am not in high school. Stuff like that will stress my heart out. Okay? We have to protect our peace because as you get older, you're going to see some people with some gray hairs. How did they get those grays? Baby, stress, anxiety. I don't want to stress. The less people I know, the more peaceful it is. Small circles, okay? Keep the percentages low. You know, the percentages get high. You can have 100 friends, right? And then the percentages get high for you to have a situation, this and that, or disagreement. It gets high. I don't want to know anybody. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm good. Because people make things personal and ain't nothing personal with me. I tell you that. Because if it was, you'd be all up in here, baby. Ain't nothing personal. You know? People talk about feelings. What feelings? I don't have any. That's how I go out. That's how I survive. Because I don't give a luck. Right? I do not give a pluck. Seriously. Like a flick in a flea. Pluck. That's how you have to do it. And it's nothing personal. This is life. All right? Going to give you some advice so you learn to brush it off. Okay? Look. Let me tell you, this is what they do. They invite you to chaos. All right? And next you know, you're all stressed out. Look, they do not give a dang about you. All right? People are users. They don't care about you. You're like a city guide, a tour guide. They don't care about you at all. And I'm going to tell you something right now. They don't miss you neither. They don't miss you. If anything, you just some entertainment. They wondering why you don't have a clown nose on your head. Why you not jumping up and down and doing all this and eating bananas. Why you ain't bump your head like you usually do. Let me tell you something. They do not miss you. Okay? They don't miss you. They miss the access to you. And their access to you doing bad decisions. They want to be in chaos. And sometimes they don't know where to find it. So they go seeking chaos. You know, a person that likes to eat will sit down, you know, and watch somebody eat. Yeah. I've done that. You just sit there and you just watching them eat. It's like, and then they tell you, it's good. I'm like, is it? Because I used to watch Man versus Food faithfully. Man versus food. And I would just sit there like, he'd be like, okay, guys, I'm going to eat this giant burger. And I'm like this, what? You know what I'm saying? I can't eat all of that. It's chaotic. I got to watch it. I've got to watch it. You know? And I'm just sitting there like watching each bite he take. And he's like, oh. And I'm like, oh, wait, what happened? What happened? You okay? It's like, yeah, I'm going to continue eating. I'm like, yeah, keep going. But, you know, in life, that's entertainment. But in life, we don't want to be like watching people suffer. You know, it hurts me to see people suffer. I can't, it's hard. But like I said, closing your eyes and not doing anything, that's also an action. But at the same time, we have to protect our peace, people. And protecting your peace is going to make you look real boring, people. It's going to make you look boring. Protecting your peace is lame. You look lame-o. Okay? And people that live in drama, you say, oh, she just boring. Who are she? Boring. She don't do nothing. Mad wet. Really? What she be doing? She be going to work and then going home. Bad, lame, boring that. You know, they'll be like, are you so boring? Look, you are not boring. You're just not available, okay, for nonsense anymore. Like, be intentional about the choices you make, okay? Do not be available for possibilities of drama, nonsense, intrigue, influencing you negatively. There's obviously, you ever have a friend that always, everywhere she goes, she like to fight? Everywhere she goes, she like, somebody says something to her. Get away from her. Okay? You want to be like at peace, relaxing, you know? You know, you don't need excitement in your life to enjoy your life. That's just like an easy thing. You can have structure. You can have a structured way to have excitement in your life. You know, there's websites that has information about your city that will tell you what's going on in your city. If you want excitement, look it up. They do things like this to keep people like you from committing crimes and getting lost in addiction and getting into trouble and creating chaos. So in the structure, there's a little chaos. Like, you know, I live in New York City, and if any chance, I go to the websites in New York City, and for some people, look, go to mommypoppins.com. All right, there's stuff there for all ages. mommypoppins.com. So I go there, to the website and see what's going on. And I can see, oh, there's a parade on the street. And there's this thing going on the other street. You know what I'm saying? And then I look around and I'm like, what else they got? Turn the corner, there's a whole sliding board. Big giant sliding board on the middle of Times Square. Then all of a sudden they have a giant statue out of nowhere. We don't know where the statue came from. It just, we woke up in the morning and poof, it's a big giant statue with a lady with a hoodie on, like, yeah. You like, what the hell going on? Or we go outside one day, it's a big giant timberland in the middle of the park. It's exciting. We don't know what's going on. The city will put things around. So if you want to have a little chaos, go down to Bryant Park. There's going to be a show. There's going to be some entertainment. Bring your picnic blanket and everything, you know. And you don't even have to bring food. Whole Foods is right across the street. You know, get you a nice cold, a cold pasta, a little pasta. You know, they have hot stuff too, but I'm telling you, get a nice little salad and stuff like that. Some grapes. And go sit down on the green lawn in Central Park. Go fishing. You know, fishing is boring, right? But there's a great reward in fishing. It may look boring just sitting there, but when you see them catch the fish, don't you get a little excited? There's excitement in this city and in all cities. Like me personally, I can't wait for the butterfly exhibit to open up. I like to walk around Central Park. Yeah, I know it's boring. Then I go in the butterfly exhibit and I just sit there. And the butterflies just land all over me. Sounds boring, doesn't it? It's exciting to me. To each its own. I'm telling you right now. But if you want a little chaos, like sometimes, not sometimes, we have specific days for this. We have pillow fights here in New York City. You know, we have a holiday where we meet up at the park, pillow or not. I usually like to get my own pillow, preferably long Joe Boxer. Look, get one of them long pillows, the good stitching in it. Not the crisp stitching. You don't want to poke nobody out. And we just beat each other with the pillow. Boop, boop, boop. We have a pillow fight. Big giant pillow fight in the park. You know? That's like, and it's fun. It's chaos. But every day cannot be filled with chaos. Every day. People will say, oh, I thrive in chaos. But imagine how much you can succeed when there is no chaos. There's no distraction. You can focus. You can focus in on what you're doing. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to write this book, and then all of a sudden I'm in a room where there's nobody bumping into me. You know, look, I've seen people say like they rather write their like essays and stuff like that, like in the subway in a library. They need, I even watched the movie Envy. Was that Envy? Yeah, Envy. Where no, it wasn't Envy. It was Duplex. Where the guy Ben Stiller, of course, Ben Stiller wanted to write his novel, but he couldn't write it in the silence of his home. So he went to a bar because he needed to be in chaos for when he was writing his story. You know? Some people thrive in it, but I'm telling you, imagine what you could do in silence. You could, when your mind is clear. You know, think about that. What you can do when your mind is clear. All right. You know, some excitement comes with a headache, with regrets. I don't need excitement that comes with consequences. You know, I like excitement too. But it depends on what type of excitement you're getting. I love a good show, but I don't want to be in the show. You understand? You know, it comes with regret. Block numbers the next day, you know? Weird 3 a.m. Facebook posts. You're going to be like, my goodness. And be honest, people. Let's be honest. Do y'all feel weird when life is too calm? Do you? Because I feel like VIP at the Bahamas, somebody throw a grape in my mouth and pass me my martini. I love a little silence. What's that sound? The birds chirping. They're just saying my name. You know, let me tell you, it's beautiful. So who here had peace and almost ruined it? Hmm? Who here had peace and almost ruined it? I'll take to that. I had peace and I almost ruined it. Oh my goodness. I almost did. But I held it together. I'll tell you that. Because I don't understand why people think like, oh, they gonna ruin your peace. She too quiet. She too happy. Her skin glowing. Bruh, why you think that is? Leave me alone, bruh. On everything. I'm gonna stay at peace, bruh. Okay? I have to stay peaceful. We must do what we need to do. Okay? This is New York City. You know, I'm a New Yorker. I'm giving you the real facts. Okay? Like, who had to cut people off to stay sane? It's okay if you had to. Drop it in the chat. All right? You know what I'm saying? Like, be honest. Just be honest about it. You have to. You have to do what you have to do. All right? Now, keep in mind, peace is not boring. Peace is not boring. Peace is not unfamiliar. Okay? And just because you're not used to something doesn't mean it's not good for you. You know, at first when I did yoga, I'm like, it's not doing anything. Like, what? Like, what are we doing? Oh my God, like, what are we doing? Close my eyes for what? What? We take my shoes off. Why is it hot? Why is it hot yoga? Why? Oh yeah. Why are we sweating? Somebody trying to lose weight? This is weird. You know? And then I started to like get into yoga. And then when I started doing hot yoga, I didn't even sweat so much. I just felt a calmness. I was just so used to the warmth. And next you know, it's like you just get into it. And like really think about your fingers, your arm, everything, your whole body. Focus. So, look, let me tell you. Everybody is not meant to go where you are going right now. That's okay. I know it's hard. And you want to grab everybody and take them with you. Or at the very least, hold their hand. But you can't. All right? You can't. You can't cling to the past while trying to go to the future. The best thing you can do is show people the way. And hope that if you build something great, they will follow. Okay? So, you know, just think about it like that. You're building something great. You're like Noah on the ark. You're going to have to go on this journey just to prove to people you can float, you can fly, you can do things differently and enjoy your life. Okay? Now, I know some people need chaos to feel alive, but you, okay? You deserve calm. You deserve quiet. You do. And you deserve that clarity that you're starting to feel. You're starting to feel clarity. You deserve that. Remember that. And if that makes you boring, then be the most peaceful, unbothered, boring person in the room. Okay? I hope y'all guys stay lit, stay true. It's morning, people. I'm about to go out there and get some fresh air while the whole world is silent. Squirrels, birds chirping. Take a moment to listen to outside when it's peaceful, when it's quiet, because often we just hear noise. I don't know about you. I'm in New York, so we hear a lot of noise, but take time to listen to it. Take time to find peace. Take time for yourself. I don't know if if you work a chaotic job or if you live in New York City. Let me let you know. My little secret is I like to get me a little membership somewhere here and there. A little jacuzzi time, a little sauna, or go to massage therapy. Do you know you don't need a referral? Just walk in and get your physical therapy. Walk in and get a massage. All right? And I'm going to tell you guys, you're going to feel great. Okay? You're going to feel great. I know I do. But to each its own, stay lit, people. All right? I'm trying to see how to even get out of my chat. Expand. Expand. There it is. I don't even see what's going on. Oh, this is so big. Oh, there it is. Anyway, so stay lit, stay true, and do what you have to do for you. Okay? I'll be back. Bye, guys.